have a very exciting book haul. And the reason it's exciting is because my friend opened her own bookstore. We had a Kohl's in our town. It was in our crappy mall, and the crappy mall got sold to new owners, and they made a whole bunch of the stores close, and one of those stores was Kohl's, our only new bookstore in town. Not new bookstore, but bookstore for new books. And it was a very sad time because the next closest bookstore is like an hour away. And so anyway, my friend and her friend, I'm gonna call her my friend too now, who they both worked at Kohl's, decided to just open their own bookstore in town. And it's downtown, and it's super, super cute, and it's amazing, and I'm so happy for them and proud of them, and I'm also happy that our town has a bookstore again, and everyone else is happy about it too, which is great. They've been busy, and it's super awesome. Anyway, they opened a week ago, and I've been there 3 times. And I bought books every time. I feel like every time I go I need to buy a book because I want to support them. So I will start with the books that I got there, I guess, and show you that. So I went on the day that they opened and I got 3 books. The first one that I picked up was Just So Thankful by Mercer Mayer, and I just wanted to get this because it's a little critter book and I love the little critter books. It's not for me, it's for my niece and nephew, but they're wonderful books and I remember reading these when I was little, so I picked this up that I'm going to give to them. Then I got Amulet Book 2. I just recently read the first one and I really enjoyed it. I really liked the artwork and the story, so this was there and I had to get it. My friend, the owner of the bookstore, is a big Sarah Dessen fan, and there were a bunch of Sarah Dessen books there, and I said, Sandy, what Sarah Dessen book would you recommend to someone who hasn't read Sarah Dessen before? So she explained 2 of them to me. One of them, which I thought sounded really good, and if I like the one that I got, I'll probably get that one next time. But she said that this one, Along for the Ride, was her favorite, so I had to get that one. I had to get her favorite, so I got Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. My boyfriend's mom brought over All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. I don't remember where she got it from, or I don't remember, but it's almost in mint condition. There's a tiny little bend right here that's hardly noticeable, and I've heard really good things about it. So thank you to my boyfriend's mom for getting this for me. And there is a used book sale at the bowling alley that my boyfriend works at, and so he brought home this, We Are Called to Rise by Laura McBride, because he thought it had a cute cover and he thought I would like the cover. And it's about 3 different people who are all going through 3 very different things, who don't know each other, and they meet or something, and they all help each other through their difficult times. So that'll probably be good. And then I went to my friend's bookstore, which was actually the very next day. I got Colorless Journal, and it is just a journal that has some coloring pages in it. Because I like the idea of adult coloring books, but I've always just liked the idea of coloring. I've always liked coloring. I have a children's coloring book that I haven't colored in a while, but when I lived by myself, I would come home on a Friday night if I didn't have plans, because I'm that cool, and I would make some popcorn or something, and I'd sit at the coffee table and I'd watch a movie and I'd color in my children's coloring book. And so I like the idea of these ones, but they're too intricate for me. I do not feel like it would be fun at all to color the adult coloring books. It would be so tedious and frustrating. I just want to color a picture. I don't want to color a whole bunch of tiny little pieces inside the picture. That's just me, but I thought this was a nice happy medium because it's not every page and the pictures aren't super intricate. Some of them are, but like this one, for example, I would totally enjoy coloring that. And then I can color some of the pages while I'm thinking of ideas to write things, and then ideas will come to me and I will write snippets of my stories. So, yes. The next time I went to the bookstore was today, actually, and I walked downtown. I started at the library because I had some graphic novels that I requested from other libraries, and 2 of them are in. So one of them was Sweet Tooth by Jeff Lemire, which I saw this on Conan O'Brien's channel, and it sounded really interesting and I liked the artwork in it that he showed, so I'm excited to get to this one. And I also got The Walking Dead Book 2, which is a bind-up of volumes 3 and 4. So I'm excited for that. I read volumes 1 and 2 in September, I think, and I really enjoyed them. So I am excited to continue the story. Also, I've never watched the show. I watched sort of the first 3 episodes, but I was babysitting my nephew at the time, who was like a year and a half. So I wasn't really watching it. It was mostly just on in the background and reading the graphic novels and not having anything to compare it to. And I continued to my friend's bookstore and I got The Scorpion Rules by Erin Bow, or Bow. It could be either or, and I don't know which one it is. I feel like it's been recommended to me on Goodreads or Amazon. I don't think I've actually seen it in stores, but I've seen it in the recommendation sections on book things. But I picked it up at the bookstore and I read the synopsis and it sounded interesting. And it's about, if you're in high power of some kind, you have to sign this peace thing where your children are hostages, basically, and if you go to war, then they kill your children. So it's about a girl who is one of those hostage children. So if her parents go to war, then they're gonna kill her. And obviously something's gonna happen where, like, I don't know, they go to war and they're gonna kill her and she tries to run away, or something like that. It's probably gonna happen. And it sounds pretty exciting, and I read the first page and I liked the writing style, so I picked this one up. The last book in this haul is a book that I got from Giant Tiger. I was there with my friend, and we were at the checkout and we noticed a display of books past the checkout, which I don't know why it's past the checkout, but anyway, we were like, can we leave our stuff here and go look at the books? So we did, and I got Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick, which I've wanted for a while. I've been putting off getting it because I've wanted to get the regular original book cover off Amazon instead of the movie cover, because at pretty much any bookstore you can only get the movie cover version. And I don't like movie cover versions of books, but it was there and it was $7. And it's not, like, it's a nice cover. Like, it's not a horrible cover, and you can only see half their faces, and they're both good-looking people. But anyway, so I got Silver Linings Playbook, and I'm pretty excited to read it. And I've seen the movie, but again, I was distracted while I was watching the movie. I think I was putting up Christmas lights or doing something with the Christmas tree or something, so I didn't really see it. So I won't have much to compare it to with this, which is good. And then I can rewatch the movie after and actually pay attention. So those are the books that I got in the past while. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm super excited and happy that we have a bookstore in our town again. And it's super fun and awesome that my friends own it. Hooray! I'm so happy for them. And I guess that's all. Hooray for books.